The thermal vent trick cooling feet. Ever stick one foot out from under the covers? That's your body's built-in radiator. To initiate sleep, your core body temperature must drop. The fastest way to dump this excess heat is through the highly vascular surfaces of your feet and hands. Exposing them to cool air acts like a heat vent, accelerating the cool-down signal your brain needs to start the sleep cycle. A fan pointed at your feet can work wonders. The warm bath drop-off. It sounds counterintuitive, but a hot bath 90 minutes before bed is a powerful sleep aid. The magic isn't the heat itself, it's the rebound. The warm water draws blood to your skin's surface. When you get out, your body rapidly cools as the blood dissipates that heat. This exaggerated temperature drop is a powerful, undeniable signal to your brain that it's time to sleep. The cool side of the pillow. We all do it instinctively. Flipping the pillow to the cool side. This isn't just about comfort, it's a sensory reset. Your brain is hyper-aware of sensory input when trying to sleep. A warm, stuffy pillow surface is a low-level irritant. The sudden, cool, fresh surface breaks that minor discomfort loop and provides an immediate physical cue that says, all is well, settle down. The socks on method. This is the other side of temperature. If your feet are freezing, your body will constrict blood vessels to conserve heat, which actually prevents your core from cooling. Wearing a light pair of socks warms your feet, which paradoxically helps you cool down faster. The warmth widens the blood vessels, allowing your body to release heat more efficiently. It's about balance, not too hot, not too cold. The chilled gel pack. For nights when you feel overheated, or for those dealing with hot flashes, this is an emergency intervention. Wrap a chilled, not frozen gel pack in a thin towel. Place it on your feet, the back of your neck, or your wrists for a few minutes. This directly cools the blood passing through these high-flow areas, providing rapid relief and helping to trigger that essential core temperature drop. The bare feet in summer rule. Just as socks help in winter, going barefoot is essential in summer. Your feet are a primary tool for thermoregulation. Trapping them in socks or heavy blankets when the ambient temperature is already warm can prevent your body from shedding the heat it needs to. Let them breathe. It's the simplest way to stay comfortable and avoid heat-related wake-ups. The strategic fan placement. Don't just use a fan to cool the room, use it to create airflow. Even in a cool room, the air directly around your body can become a warm, humid bubble. A fan, even on low, breaks this microclimate. Aim it to circulate air around the bed, not directly on your face, which can be drying. This continuous, gentle movement helps your body's natural cooling process all night long. The cooling mattress pad. Your mattress might be trapping your body heat. A cooling mattress pad is a game changer for hot sleepers. Some use passive gel-infused foam to draw heat away from you. Others are active systems circulating cool water or air through tiny tubes. By directly managing the temperature of the surface you're sleeping on, you're tackling overheating at its source. The single sheet strategy. On warm nights, ditch the comforter entirely. Many people feel they need a cover to feel secure. In this case, use only a top sheet. A light, breathable cotton or bamboo sheet provides that psychological sense of security without trapping any significant heat. It's the perfect compromise between feeling covered and staying cool. The cold water face dip. This is a powerful reset for an anxious mind. It taps into the mammalian diving reflex. When your face is submerged in cold water, your body instinctively thinks it's diving. This triggers a parasympathetic response. Your heart rate slows, and blood vessels constrict to conserve oxygen. It's a physiological calm-down button. Just fill a bowl with cold water, hold your breath, and dip your face for 15 to 30 seconds. The paradoxical intention: don't try. The more you try to sleep, the more you activate your brain's effort and anxiety centers. This hack flips the script. Lie in bed, keep your eyes gently open, and try to stay awake. Don't read, don't look at your phone. Just lie there and calmly accept wakefulness. This removes the performance pressure, and by giving up the struggle, you ironically allow your body's natural sleep drive to take over. The 4-7-8 breathing technique, a rhythmic tranquilizer for the nervous system. Here's how. Inhale quietly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 7. Exhale completely and audibly through your mouth for a count of 8. Repeat 4 times. The extended exhale and breath hold build up CO2, which slows the heart and calms the fight or flight system. The cognitive shuffle. You can't sleep because your thoughts are too logical. This hack mimics the bizarre pre-sleep brain state called hypnagogia. Pick a random word like bedtime, then for each letter mentally list words that start with it. B, bear, button, banana, banana, then E, egg, easy, 11. The key is to not make sense. This nonsensical, image-rich stream of thought is too boring for anxiety but too random for logic, lulling your brain to sleep. The worry window. Your brain loves to do lists, especially at 3 a.m. Give it a dedicated time to worry outside of the bedroom. Schedule a 15-minute worry window earlier in the evening. Grab a notebook and write down every single thing you're anxious about. Problems, tasks, fears. When the timer is up, close the book. You've handled it for the day. If the thought returns in bed, you can tell yourself, it's on the list. I'll deal with it tomorrow. The mind dump sticky note. This is the emergency version of the worry window. If you're already in bed and your brain won't stop, don't just lie there. Get up, go to another room, and write down everything on your mind. A single sticky note will do. Get the thoughts out of your head and onto the paper. This act of externalizing them gives your brain permission to let go. The journal, then sleep method. This is less about tasks and more about emotions. Spend 5 minutes before bed journaling. But don't just list what you did. Write about what you felt. This acts as an emotional off-ramp, allowing you to process the day's events so your subconscious isn't left to do the heavy lifting in your dreams. It provides closure. The Gratitude Yawn. This pairs a physical act with a mental one. Yawning is your body's natural way of cooling the brain and signaling tiredness. Induce a yawn, even a fake one works. As you do, think of one specific small thing you were grateful for that day, the taste of your morning coffee, a nice text from a friend. This links the physical relaxation of the yawn with the mental calm of gratitude, a powerful calming combo. The Alphabet Countdown, a simple distraction tool. Mentally go through the alphabet but backwards, from Z to A. To make it harder and more engaging, try to think of an animal or a food for each letter. Z, zebra, Y, yak, yaks, X, X-ray fish. It's just boring and complex enough to crowd out anxious thoughts, but not so engaging that it keeps you awake. Most people drift off before they even get to pee. The melting staircase visualization. This is about a guided physical descent. Picture yourself at the top of a long, soft, carpeted staircase. As you take each step down, you count 10, and you feel your body sinking deeper. 9, and you feel your muscles melting into the bed. The visualization of downward motion reinforces the physiological process of sinking into sleep. The fictional commute. For those who work from home or have stressful jobs, it's hard to leave work. Create a fictional commute. After you log off, do something that signals a transition. Go for a 10-minute walk. Listen to a specific end-of-day song. Change your clothes. This ritual creates a mental buffer zone, allowing your brain to commute from work mode to home mode. The Inner Librarian. Picture your mind as a library at closing time. As thoughts pop up, don't fight them. Instead, imagine a calm inner librarian taking the thought, the book, and placing it on the correct shelf. This is a work thought. This is an embarrassing memory thought. This is a future worry thought. The act of calmly sorting, rather than engaging, creates distance and order. The thought labeling trick, similar to the librarian but simpler. As a thought or feeling arises, just put a neutral label on it. Thinking, worrying, planning, sound. Don't judge it or follow it. Just label it and return your focus to your breath. This mindfulness technique teaches you to become an observer of your thoughts, not a participant. The nothing box trick. For some, visualization is too much work. The nothing box is the opposite. Imagine an empty box in your mind. It's not black, it's not white, it's just nothing. Your only job is to think about this box. When another thought comes in, you gently acknowledge it and put it outside the box. Your focus returns to the simple, empty, quiet nothing. The white room fade in, a more active version of the nothing box. Picture a completely empty, white, brightly lit room. It's blank. Then, slowly, fade in one simple object. A wooden chair. Now just focus on the chair. The grain of the wood. The shape of the legs. This gives your analytical brain a simple, neutral object to lock onto, preventing it from wandering to more stressful topics. The solve a mental jigsaw. Another boring task for your brain. Imagine a simple jigsaw puzzle, maybe 50 pieces. Picture the corner pieces. Imagine finding 2 pieces that fit together. The image isn't important. The process is. You're engaging your visual spatial brain in a low-stakes, repetitive task that is incompatible with verbal anxiety. The object. Zoom out. Picture a simple object in your mind's eye. A paperclip. Now, zoom out. The paperclip is on a wooden desk. Zoom out. The desk is in a quiet office. Zoom out. The office is in a building, on a silent street, in a sleeping city. Keep zooming out until you see your continent, then the Earth, then the solar system. This spatial detachment makes your personal worries feel incredibly small. The name drift technique. Silently repeat your own first name in your head. Just your name, over and over. At first, it's your voice, but keep going. Let it get faster or slower. Let the syllable stretch. After a minute, the word will lose all its meaning. This is called semantic satiation. The word just becomes a meaningless sound, and this cognitive glitch can short-circuit the part of your brain that forms coherent, anxious sentences. The whisper game. Take your anxious thoughts and, in your mind, hear them as a whisper. I have to finish that project. Now, hear it again, but as a slow, quiet whisper. I have to finish that project. The content is the same, but the delivery is different. By mentally stripping the thought of its emotional urgency and volume, it loses its power. The emotion dial down. When you feel a strong emotion like anger or anxiety, don't fight it. Acknowledge it. Then, picture a volume dial from 1 to 10. Give the emotion a number. This anxiety is an 8. Then, with each slow exhale, mentally turn the dial down. Now it's a 7. You're not denying the feeling, you're just consciously lowering its intensity. The Thought Aquarium. Picture your mind as a large, peaceful aquarium. Your thoughts are the fish. Some are big and fast anxieties, some are small and slow random memories. Your job isn't to catch the fish or feed them. Your job is to just sit and watch them swim by. This creates a powerful sense of detachment. You are not your thoughts, you are the observer of your thoughts. The Mind-Body Scan. This is a cornerstone of relaxation. Lie down and close your eyes. Bring your attention to your toes. Just notice them. Don't move them, just feel them. Then, slowly, move your awareness up your body. Your feet, your ankles, your calves, your knees. Spend 10-15 seconds on each part, just noticing the sensation. This process anchors your mind in the physical present and systematically releases tension you didn't even know you were holding. The breathe through the belly method. Most of us are chest breathers, which is a shallow, high-stress way to breathe. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. When you inhale, your goal is to make the belly hand rise while the chest hand stays still. This is diaphragmatic breathing. It activates the vagus nerve, which is the main off switch for your body's fight-or-flight response. The breath count fade out. A simple counting meditation. As you exhale, count 10. Inhale, exhale, count 9. Your only job is to count down to 1. If you lose track, or your mind wanders, you just gently start over at 10. There's no pressure. The simple, rhythmic task of counting backwards is incredibly soothing and helps focus your mind. Progressive Muscle Relaxation, PMR, the ultimate tension release hack. Starting with your toes, consciously tense the muscles. Squeeze them hard for 5 seconds, then, in an instant, release all the tension. Feel the warmth and heaviness as the muscle relaxes, then move up. Tense your calves, release. Tense your thighs, release. Go all the way up to your face, scrunch it up, then release. This teaches your body the difference between tension and relaxation. The legs up the wall pose. A restorative yoga pose that requires zero effort. Lie on the floor and scoot your hips as close to a wall as possible. Swing your legs straight up so they rest against the wall. Just stay there for 5-10 minutes. This gentle inversion helps calm the nervous system, drains fluid from tired legs, and promotes a state of deep, passive rest. The invisible blanket technique. A mental version of a weighted blanket. Lie still and imagine a heavy, warm, velvety blanket being draped over you, starting from your feet. Imagine the weight of it, the comforting pressure, as it slowly covers your legs, your hips, your torso, your arms. This imagined deep pressure stimulation can trigger the same calming parasympathetic response as a real one. The puppet limbs trick. Imagine your limbs are being held up by invisible puppet strings, your hand, your forearm, your shoulder. Then, one by one, picture someone cutting those strings. With each snip, feel that part of your body go completely limp and heavy, sinking into the mattress. This is a mental trick to consciously release all the micro-tensions your muscles hold. The mental massage. You don't need anyone else for this. Lie still and, in your mind, recreate the sensation of a massage. Imagine warm, skilled hands slowly massaging your scalp. Feel the release of tension. Then move to your neck, your shoulders. The brain is powerful. Just vividly imagining the sensation of a massage can cause your muscles to physically relax. The scalp massage wind down. This is the physical version. For 2 minutes before bed, Use your fingertips, not your nails, to apply firm, circular pressure all over your scalp. This increases blood flow and is a well-known way to release tension stored in the face, jaw, and neck. It's a simple act of self-care that feels incredible and sends a powerful relaxed signal to your entire body. The acupressure point press. There are several pressure points associated with sleep. One of the easiest to find is the Spirit Gate Shen Men. It's located on the inside of your wrist, in the small hollow space on the pinky side, right in the crease. Apply gentle, steady pressure with your thumb for 1 minute. This is based on traditional Chinese medicine and is believed to calm the mind. The invisible workout. This isn't really a workout. It's about gentle, unseen movements. While lying in bed, slowly and gently rotate your ankles. Flex and point your toes. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears, then let them drop. Slowly tilt your head from side to side. These tiny, low-impact movements release stiffness and prevent the restless feeling that comes from being too still for too long. Stretch before you snooze. Just 5 minutes of targeted stretching can release the day's physical stress. Focus on areas that get tight from sitting. A gentle cat-cow for your spine, a child's pose to release your lower back, and a simple forward fold, sitting or standing, to stretch your hamstrings. This isn't exercise, it's a physical conversation with your body, telling it that the day is over. The darkness test. Your brain needs darkness to produce melatonin. How dark? Do this test. Turn off all the lights in your bedroom. Let your eyes adjust for 10 minutes. Now, hold your hand up in front of your face. If you can see it, your room isn't dark enough. Light is leaking in from somewhere. The blackout curtain mandate. The solution to the darkness test. Invest in high-quality blackout curtains. These are the single most powerful environmental change you can make. They block streetlights, car headlights, and the early morning sun, creating a sleep cave that tells your brain it's time to rest, regardless of what's happening outside. The tape the LEDs rule. After you install blackout curtains, you'll be shocked by the other lights in your room. The tiny blue light on your power strip. The green light on your charger. The standby light on your TV. These pinpricks of light are surprisingly disruptive. The fix is cheap. A roll of black electrical tape. Go on a search and destroy mission and cover every last one. The no clock watching rule. Waking up at 3 a.m. is annoying. Knowing it's 3 a.m. is torture. When you see the time, your brain instantly starts calculating. I only have 3 hours left, I'll be so tired. This anxiety is what keeps you awake. Turn your alarm clock to face the wall. If you use your phone, put it face down across the room. Not knowing the time removes the pressure. The cool room mandate. The ideal temperature for sleep is surprisingly cool, between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. A warmer room makes it harder for your core temperature to drop. It's better to have a cool room and use blankets to regulate your comfort than to try to sleep in a warm, stuffy environment. The Aromatherapy Anchor. Smell is a direct pathway to the brain's emotional center. Use this. Choose a calming scent, like lavender or chamomile. Use an essential oil diffuser or a pillow spray. But here's the trick. Only use that specific scent when you are getting into bed. Over time, your brain will build a powerful association. That smell equals sleep. It's classical conditioning for your brain. The scented shower steam. A more active way to use aromatherapy. When you take your warm drop-off shower, place a few drops of eucalyptus or lavender, essential oil on the shower floor, away from the direct stream. The steam will fill the air, creating an immersive, spa-like experience that opens your airways and calms your mind. The white noise machine, silence is not golden. For many people, a perfectly silent room just makes every tiny sound, a creak, a distant siren, your own heartbeat, sound incredibly loud. A white noise machine or a fan creates a constant, consistent wall of sound, a sound floor that masks these sudden, disruptive noises. The pink noise alternative. If white noise sounds too hissy, try pink noise. Pink noise is more balanced across frequencies and sounds more like a steady rain or a waterfall. It's often perceived as softer or deeper than white noise and can be even more effective at masking disruptive sounds and promoting deep sleep. The brown noise deeper dive. For an even deeper sound, try brown noise. It's weighted even more heavily in the lower frequencies and sounds like a deep, powerful rumble, similar to a river or strong winds. Many people with tinnitus or very active minds find brown noise to be the most anchoring and effective sound for sleep. The sleep playlist. No shuffle, music can work, but it needs rules. Create a playlist of calm, slow, instrumental-only music. Lyrics engage the language part of your brain, which you want to shut down. Here's the key. Listen to the same playlist in the same order every single night. It becomes a predictable, familiar audio cue that signals it's time to sleep. Don't shuffle it. The cozy nest strategy. Make your bed a sanctuary. This is about texture and security. Use soft, breathable sheets like cotton, bamboo, or linen. Add layers, a light blanket, a heavier comforter, so you can adjust. The goal is to create a space that feels intentionally safe, comfortable, and cocoon-like. The 2 blankets hack for couples. Stop the blanket tug of war. If you share a bed, one of the biggest sleep disruptors is your partner. The fix, 1 fitted sheet, but 2 separate top blankets or duvets. This is the standard in Scandinavia. You each get your own cover, at your own preferred weight, and you never wake up cold because your partner stole the blanket. The 10-minute tidy. A cluttered room creates a cluttered mind. You don't need to deep clean, but take 10 minutes before you start your wind down to close the loops in your space. Put clothes in the hamper. Take cups to the kitchen. Put books back on the shelf. A tidy room sends a powerful subconscious signal that the day is complete and it is safe to rest. The Room Purge. Take the tidy up a step further. Your bedroom is for sleep and intimacy. That's it. Get the awake stuff out. That means the exercise bike, the pile of bills, the work-from-home computer. When your brain sees work or stress items in your sleep space, it can't fully disengage. Create a clear visual boundary. The salt lamp glow. Light isn't just about brightness, it's about color. Bright blue-toned light from screens and overhead LEDs kills melatonin. Warm red-toned light does not. A Himalayan salt lamp or any warm bulb emits a gentle amber glow. Use this as your only light source for the last hour before bed. It's enough to read by, but not enough to disrupt your brain's sunset signal. No fluorescents allowed. This is a hard and fast rule. Fluorescent and bright daylight LED bulbs have no place in a wind-down routine. They are designed to mimic the sun at noon, which is the exact opposite of what you want at 9 p.m. Stick to warm-toned incandescent or warm white LEDs. Look for 2700K on the box. The air quality check. You might be waking up because you're stuffy. A bedroom with poor air quality, dust, dander, pollen can cause low-level inflammation and congestion. A simple HEPA air purifier can dramatically improve your sleep by filtering out these micro-irritants, helping you breathe more deeply and easily all night long. The no caffeine after 2 p.m. rule. This is the most important dietary rule for sleep. Caffeine has a half-life of 6-8 hours. That means if you drink a coffee at 3 p.m., half of that caffeine is still in your system at 9 p.m. You may not feel wired, but it's enough to disrupt your deep sleep cycles. Make 2 p.m. your absolute latest cutoff. The no heavy dinners rule. Digestion is an active, heat-producing process. If you eat a large, heavy, or spicy meal too close to bedtime, your body has to work overtime, which raises your core temperature, the opposite of what you need for sleep. Eat your last big meal at least 3 hours before bed. The drink smart, stop at 8 rule. Hydration is key, but timing is everything. Front-load your water intake during the day. If you drink a big glass of water right before bed, your kidneys will do their job, and you'll be waking up at 3 a.m. Make 8 p.m. or 1-2 hours before bed your last call for significant fluids. The no nightcap myth. Alcohol is the ultimate sleep saboteur. It may seem to help you fall asleep faster, but it wrecks the quality of your sleep. Alcohol suppresses REM sleep, which is critical for memory and emotional processing. As it wears off, it also causes a rebound effect, often waking you up in the second half of the night. The banana before bed snack? Bananas are a perfect pre-bed snack. They contain magnesium and potassium, which are natural muscle relaxants. They also have tryptophan, the amino acid your body uses to create serotonin and melatonin. A small banana, 30-60 minutes before bed, is a light, effective way to support your body's sleep chemistry. The almond butter toast trick. If you wake up hungry, your blood sugar may be crashing. The solution is a small, balanced snack. A slice of whole grain toast complex carb with a spoonful of almond butter protein and healthy fat is ideal. The carbs help tryptophan cross the blood-brain barrier, while the fat and protein provide sustained, slow-release energy, preventing a midnight dip. The Tart cherry thyme drink. This is one of the few foods that is a natural source of melatonin. A small glass of 100% tart cherry juice, not from concentrate, no added sugar, about an hour before bed, has been shown in studies to increase melatonin levels and improve sleep duration and quality. The Chamomile Cloud Tea. This isn't an old wives' tale. Chamomile tea contains an antioxidant called apigenin, which binds to specific receptors in your brain that may decrease anxiety and initiate sleep. A warm, caffeine-free cup is a comforting ritual that has a real, mild, tranquilizing effect. Glycine for the win. This is a powerful but lesser-known hack. Glycine is an amino acid supplement that works in 2 ways. It acts as a calming neurotransmitter in the brain, and it helps lower your core body temperature. Taking 3-5 grams of glycine powder mixed in water before bed can help you fall asleep faster and get into deep sleep sooner. The magnesium mineral. Magnesium is the relaxation mineral. It's involved in over 300 processes in the body, including regulating neurotransmitters that calm the nervous system. Many people are deficient. You can get it from food nuts, seeds, leafy greens, or as a supplement. Magnesium glycinate is the most recommended form for sleep, as it's highly absorbable and non-laxative. The magnesium lotion massage. You can also absorb magnesium transdermally through the skin. Applying a magnesium-based lotion to your feet or shoulders before bed can help ease muscle tension and restless legs locally, while also providing a calming sensory ritual. The L-Theanine Focus, found almost exclusively in green tea, but you can take it as a supplement. L-theanine is a fascinating amino acid. It promotes wakeful relaxation by increasing alpha brainwaves, the same brainwaves you have during meditation. It doesn't make you drowsy, it just takes the edge off anxiety, making it perfect for those who are tired but wired. The melatonin timing trick. People use melatonin all wrong. It is not a sleeping pill, it is a timing hormone. It doesn't make you sleep, it tells your brain when to sleep. Therefore, taking it 30-60 minutes before your desired bedtime is far more effective. It's a signal, not a sedative. And less is more. Start with a tiny dose. The bed is for sleep rule. This is the single most important rule in sleep science. It's called stimulus control. You must teach your brain that bed equals sleep. That's it. Sex is the only other exception. This means no working in bed, no eating in bed, no scrolling social media in bed, no watching TV in bed. If you're in bed, the only goal is sleep. The 20-minute rule. This is the corollary to the rule above. If you are in bed and have been trying to sleep for 20 minutes, don't clock watch, just guess. You must get up. Go to another room, sit in a dim-lit chair, and do something boring. Read a user manual. Do a Sudoku. Only return to bed when you feel sleepy again. This breaks the toxic association between your bed and the place you feel frustrated. The consistent wake-up anchor. This is more important than your bedtime. Your brain's 24-hour clock, your circadian rhythm, is anchored by your wake-up time. If you sleep in until 11 a.m. on weekends, you're giving yourself jet lag for Monday. Wake up at the same time, every single day, 7 days a week. Your body will learn the rhythm, and you'll naturally start getting tired at the right time. The reverse alarm. You have an alarm to wake up. You need an alarm to go to sleep. Set an alarm for 60-90 minutes before your target bedtime. This isn't your go-to-bed alarm, it's your start winding down alarm. When it goes off, you power down all screens, dim the lights, and begin your evening ritual. The Pajama Ritual. Your brain loves cues. Just as putting on a suit signals work, changing into pajamas should signal rest. Have dedicated sleepwear. Don't just sleep in the t-shirt you wore all day. The physical act of changing is a powerful psychological boundary. It closes the chapter on the day and opens the one for sleep. The book before bed. A real book. Swap your phone for a book. A real, paper book. Reading is the perfect wind-down activity. It engages your mind just enough to distract you from your own thoughts. But it's not blue light, and it's not interactive. The steady, linear act of reading is naturally destimulating. The no news after dinner rule. News is optimized for one thing: your outrage and attention. It's a cocktail of stress, anxiety, and anger. This activates your sympathetic nervous system fight or flight at the exact moment you should be activating your parasympathetic rest and digest. Make a firm rule: no news after your evening meal. Limit screens at night. If you must use a screen, be smart. Use night shift mode on your phone or computer to warm the color temperature. Better yet, wear blue light blocking glasses. These amber-lensed glasses physically filter out the blue light waves that are most disruptive to melatonin production. The evening walk wind down. A 15-minute slow walk after dinner is a perfect transition. It's not exercise, it's decompression. The gentle, rhythmic motion helps digestion and clears your head. Plus, you get to experience the natural dusk light, which is a primeval signal to your brain's clock that the day is ending. The no pets in bed rule. This is a tough one, but your furry friend is probably wrecking your sleep. Pets move, they scratch, they snore, they dream. Even if you don't fully wake up, these micro-arousals pull you out of deep sleep. Give your pet a comfortable bed of their own on the floor. The 90-minute sleep cycle rule. Your sleep isn't one flat line. It's a series of 90-minute cycles of light, deep, and REM sleep. Waking up in the middle of a deep sleep cycle is what causes that groggy sleep inertia feeling. Instead of aiming for 8 hours, aim to sleep in 90-minute blocks. Try to get 7.5 hours, 5 cycles, or 9 hours, 6 cycles. The gentle wake-up plan. A blaring, beeping alarm is a terrible way to start the day. It's a shot of adrenaline and cortisol. Instead, use a sunrise alarm clock. These devices simulate the dawn by slowly getting brighter over 30 minutes before your alarm time. This coaxes your brain to wake up naturally, reducing sleep inertia. The 5-second rule to get out of bed. When that gentle alarm goes off, your brain will give you 1,000 excuses to stay in bed. Use this mental trick. Count backwards from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the moment you hit 1, you physically move, you sit up, you put your feet on the floor. The countdown hijacks your brain's hesitation loop and forces you into action. No more snoozing. The snooze button is your worst enemy. That fragmented, low-quality snooze sleep is not restorative, it just makes you groggier. It's like pulling yourself out of the mud, then stepping right back in, over and over. Set your alarm for the time you actually need to get up, and then, get up. The early light reset. This is the other bookend to your circadian rhythm. Within the first hour of waking, get 10-15 minutes of direct, natural sunlight in your eyes. Don't stare at the sun. This bright morning light is the on switch for your brain. It stops melatonin production and locks in your 24-hour clock, which ironically makes it easier to fall asleep 16 hours later. The Swiss cheese method. Don't try to fix everything at once. No single hack is a magic bullet. The Swiss cheese method is about layering multiple, imperfect solutions. Maybe your room is dark, layer 1, but you drank caffeine too late. But you also had a warm bath, another layer. The more layers you have, the more likely the holes in your strategy get covered, resulting in a solid night of sleep. The no talking after 9 rule. This is for couples or roommates. Set a quiet time. Deep, emotional, or logistical conversations who is picking up the kids tomorrow are stimulating. They are problem-solving. And that is the opposite of sleep. Set a boundary where, after a certain hour, conversations are over, and the house enters a state of quiet. The weighted blanket. This is the full-body version of the invisible blanket. A weighted blanket, typically 10-20 lbs, provides deep pressure stimulation. This gentle, constant pressure feels like a hug. It calms the nervous system, reduces cortisol, and boosts serotonin, making you feel safe, grounded, and secure. The weighted eye pillow, a micro version of the weighted blanket. A small pillow filled with flaxseed or sand that rests over your eyes. It does 2 things, provides 100% light blocking and applies gentle pressure to your eyeballs, which can trigger the oculocardiac reflex, a slight slowing of the heart rate that promotes relaxation. The silk pillowcase hack. This is about temperature and texture. Cotton absorbs moisture and traps heat. Silk is naturally thermoregulating and breathable. It stays cool to the touch. It also reduces friction, which is better for your skin and hair. That cool side feeling lasts all night. The weighted hug pillow. This is a body pillow with weight. For side sleepers, this is a game changer. You can hug it, and the weight provides that same deep pressure comfort, while also supporting your body alignment, taking the strain off your shoulders and hips. The Essential Oil Rollerball, instead of a diffuser, use a pre-diluted rollerball of lavender or sandalwood. Apply it directly to your pulse points, your wrists, your temples, the sides of your neck. This way, the calming scent is directly near your nose, and you create a tactile ritual of anointing yourself for sleep. Peppermint oil trick for breathing. This is a clearing scent, not a calming one. If you feel stuffy or congested, a tiny drop of peppermint oil on a tissue placed near not on your pillow can help open your airways. Breathing more easily is a direct pathway to relaxing more deeply. Listen to ASMR. ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, that tingly feeling some people get from soft, repetitive sounds. Think whispering, tapping, or crinkling. Even if you don't get the tingles, these sounds are incredibly relaxing because they are non-threatening, repetitive, and require a low level of focus that crowds out other thoughts. Consume boring sleep content. Don't listen to an exciting podcast. Listen to a boring one. There are entire podcasts dedicated to reading the phone book, or a Wikipedia article on shipping routes, in a monotone voice. The goal is to find content that is just interesting enough to hold your attention, but not so interesting that it keeps you awake. It's the ultimate distract and drift. Listen to ASMR. ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, that tingly feeling some people get from soft, repetitive sounds. Think whispering, tapping, or crinkling. Even if you don't get the tingles, these sounds are incredibly relaxing because they are non-threatening, repetitive, and require a low level of focus that crowds out other thoughts. The NSDR Protocol. NSDR stands for Non-Sleep Deep Rest. This is a guided meditation, often from a script, that directs you to scan your body and focus on your breath. It's designed to put your body and mind into the same restorative state as the very first stage of sleep, even if you don't actually fall asleep. It's the ultimate reset button for a tired but wired brain.